Just like we're leaving for school, only we're leaving for the mountains. Yay! Blue Ridge Parkway Drive today.
Yeah, I'd be a traveling man.
Hey, Johnny. Well, Don's not kidding about traveling, because I swear I think he's going to have 1,000 miles in this weekend.
Yeah.
You're going to be pulling a Kyle. Pull the Kyle.
Hang on. We're leaving with 61,288 miles.
All right. So we just got out on the road at 6:57 a.m. We're headed to the Greensboro Supercharger so we can use the restroom and pick up a short charge. We should get there at 8:25 a.m. So we have a glimpse set up for the drive. I'm going to go ahead and get our car on the map. Because every trip has to have a little something. Don's key fob is...
Yeah, it's my own fault. It was sort of acting up when I was giving the demos up at the Energy Education Center here a few days ago, and I meant to come home. I have extra batteries. We even have one in the car. I had Marianne keep it because they're lithium ion. They don't go bad just sitting on the shelf. I mean, so I would recommend everybody, and they're so small, just go on and buy you some. I got them from Amazon. Their name brand, they're like Energizer or something. Don't buy the
off-brand.
Don't buy the off-brands. I mean, just, you know, as somebody could have cloned them and the packaging and everything, but normally they don't go to quite that extent on Amazon to do that.
Be prepared, because it's a special button cell. It looks like a coin. It has a little lip on it. It's not one you might just go in anywhere and get, possibly. So
it looks like a wedding cake. You know how a wedding cake has different tiers and they get smaller and smaller? Well, it's a 2-tier wedding cake. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but Don's prepared, because there was one in the glove box ready to go. So
and I got
when we get to the Greensboro Supercharger, the message is irritating him down there. It's blocking autopilot messages. Don said, why don't they just flash it up every time you get in the car for the first minute or two and then take it away? Yeah. There's no additional advantage to leaving it up and annoying the poor driver for the whole ride.
Right, because when they it's low, but I guess they'll say it's still, quote, working, and when it doesn't work anymore, you'll change it for sure, because then you won't be able to get in the car without doing the backup procedures.
And oh, by the way, I have my key fob too, so.
And that doesn't clear it. So.
And that doesn't clear. Don even tried walking away. I think we'd all have to exit and be gone, you know, for N amount of time for it to clear and me to approach the car with my key fob first.
First world problems.
Yeah, but that's our little trip something, so we're all done with whatever it was we had to worry about, and we're good now. Since I had a couple sips of coffee, I didn't pop a cork or anything like that. I was cool. Wow, it's just gorgeous over here. This is part of Sharon Harris Lake, right?
Yes, Sharon Harris Lake.
Yep, wow. On the other side, you can see the Sharon Harris cooling tower, big plume of steam. Yeah, condensation, yeah. But we've got a cool morning and a hot body of water, so it's 56. So the water is warm, and so So it wouldn't be a drive somewhere in the Tesla without listening to a few Tesla podcasts. What'd this guy just say, Donnie?
He said that Porsche's gonna charge $500 for the simulated sound in the Porsche Taycan. It's basically an MP3 file. So let's see. Tesla's gave us Sentry mode, dash cam, video games, and all that for free. Easter eggs, but Porsche's going to charge you $500 for one single MP3 file.
Yep. $8:24 a.m. and we're here at the exit for the Greensboro Supercharger. We really like this Supercharger because it's right on the route we're taking, and it's easy in, easy out. Doesn't take a lot of time to, you know, it's just as good a place to go to the bathroom as anywhere else. And oh, by the way, we get to pick up some juice while we're there. Just 2 cars here, us and the white Model 3. Glimpses showing we're the farthest away of anybody that's put themselves out there, coming from the central part of the state, and some people down in Charlotte too. But we've got plenty of time to get there. They don't leave the parking lot until 2. Ruby still has a pretty high state of charge at 172 miles, so we didn't expect super fast charging speeds here. But we're getting 77 kilowatts, and that's fine. We won't be staying long. We've got enough to get to the Hickory supercharger. Let me just prove that to me and you guys. I don't know. Let's see, this way's probably faster. There. Alright, so we'd arrive with 24%. We put in a little more here, then we, you know, don't need as much over there. But we could leave anytime. Don put the new battery in the key fob, but unfortunately the key fob battery low didn't go away. We're down to 64 kilowatts. We're going to unplug and go. Yeah. So Don and Johnny took both key fobs away from the car. The mirrors folded and everything. Don came back with the new battery and the fob, and we still have the message. So we're going to reboot after we unplug.
Yeah, we're fixing to head out. I'm going to go do it. I was going to put my styrofoam cup in the back, and then I'm unplug and we'll go.
Okay. We should be at the Hickory supercharger at 10:10 a.m. so we're on schedule, like I said, to get up there, no problems. It'd be convenient if we got to Asheville by 12-ish so that we could get plugged in and charged up for the drive, which is gonna take off out of the parking lot around 2. But we got a little cushion there, so we're good. We are coming into Winston-Salem now, which is all right. We're just took the exit for the Hickory supercharger. There are 4 stalls of the 8 in use, I think. These sheets are always very busy places at the tanks and all the other parking spots too.
Right.
We just saw a Model 3 pull away, so there's actually only 2 cars plugged in right now. So
I guess we're gonna try 4A.
Sounds good. Alright, we're right at 100 miles. Hopefully we'll get a decent charge rate here.
Yeah, got my fingers crossed.
I just love loud cars, Donnie. I can't wait till the whole world is driving a quiet electric car. So we are getting a good charge rate at 130 kilowatts.
Yeah, for our amount of state of charge, 130 is probably about as much as it can go.
So just to get to Asheville, we would need to charge for about 10 minutes. But we would arrive at 2%, and that wouldn't be too good. So really, we would arrive at 2% and it thinks that's okay. Yeah, that's probably, maybe it would be more than 2% after it charges the 10 minutes. Anyway, you know, right now the supercharger in Asheville has slots open, but just in case, you know, we're gonna get a little more charge here. All right, we're here in Hickory. A couple cars have come in, a couple cars have left. Gary and his wife Tracy and the Model S over here. He was at Brentwood Park with us at the National Drive Electric Week event last weekend, so it was good to see a familiar face. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be here, but I think the goal really is to get to 90% so we don't have to charge too long in Asheville. So it's 10:56 a.m., 5 minutes to get to 90%. We're probably just going to unplug and go and charge here in Asheville.
Yeah, I agree.
This is a brand new Model 3 owner, first time supercharging. So we got out and we chatted with them and talked a little bit about the charge curve and the game plan for charging today, and you know, talked to him about the strategy for just pulling back a little farther because these cables are so short. We've had to get out and move in the beginning. It's, you know, every new driver, I think you kind of gotta figure out that those cables are shorter than you want them to be.
Yes, sir.
So best as we can figure, my key fob was the one with the low battery, although I had not seen that message at any time prior to getting in the car today. And Dawn did some battery swapping and some opening and closing with the presses on the key fob. And anyway, just a second ago, 5 miles down the road from the supercharger, the message went away.
Right, so I put my old battery in Marianne's key fob, so when I get home I will replace her battery, because I don't think
right, mine is the one that it better not die.
Yeah, we don't
or
want
the
that.
next time I'm at the Tesla, I'm gonna let those nice boys over there change my fob battery.
Right, I guess what I'm saying is the little message, I don't know that there's particularly anything you could do to make it go away other than replace the battery and drive the car a little bit and it'll decide that it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a magic reset procedure. Maybe the Tesla service has it, but
Right, online they said reboot the car. Well, we did that.
It didn't work.
Check the voltage on the battery, which we can't do unless we're at home where we have the voltmeter.
Right.
And possibly actual clicks
Right.
from the fob versus passive entry kind of detection.
Right.
But like Dawn said, a truly fresh battery in the right key fob and drive for a little bit is probably our recommendation.
Yep.
I think that's our first view of the mountains that await us. We're here. There's Elon. Elon's with us today. That's great. Hello.
Fancy meeting you here.